Hi everyone, it's Carol with Carol's Crazy Crochet and more. So I have some finished objects to show you guys today. I've been working on these through the month and I have a lot of whips that I'm going to make a video on hopefully next. But I wanted to show you these 4 items that I have and see what you think of them. So I got a new book I mentioned in my last video. And it says, Kind Heart, Fierce Mind, Brave Spirit. And, you know, I picked these up from Dollar Tree, so anyone can get one. So today, it says, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Isn't that so true? And this is by A.A. Milne, M-I-L-N-E. I can't pronounce things, guys. Milne. Dave helped me, Mr. Crazy. Milne. And so if somebody knows who that is, comment below please and educate me. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you for being here. If anybody hasn't told you today, you make a difference. You do. You make a difference. And so we always feel like we're not brave, or I do. I don't know how everybody else feels, but that's just how I feel. I always feel like, am I brave enough to do that? Is that going to be too hard for me? Am I strong enough to do that? Do I have enough stamina or mental capacity to deal with this issue or deal with whatever is going on? And then I realize, yeah, hey, I'm smarter than that. I'm smarter than that. And you are too, because you are strong and you are brave and you make a difference. You make a difference. Don't ever forget that. Someone out there loves you, and it's me. So welcome everybody, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm going to start off showing you guys this neck scarf that I made for my mom. And this is just a pattern that I made up. And what it was going to originally be was a scarf that was going to be about 8 or 10 inches wide, but it was so long. This, because I put it down because it was so long. And so I folded it in half and I seamed it up together here with just my crochet hook. I did just a slip stitch back there. And then I folded it in the corners to make a point. And this is where my fold was, where I put them together. And so they're not exactly perfect and even, and you know, they're kind of off, but my mom loves it. And I'm gonna give it to her today because it's supposed to get down in the 30s, like with snow flurries Sunday or Monday. So she wanted this to use while she's at home, just to cover her neck, because she didn't want a big shawl or a regular shawl, because her arms get hot and, you know, she gets hot everywhere else, but there's a draft that hits her on her neck. And so I made this for her to wear at home. And I just made up the pattern. It was just simply something that I was making, I don't know, a few years ago. And I showed her some yarn. I asked her what yarn she might want. And I showed her this because she told me the colors. These are colors that she likes. And what this yarn is Landlust Merino 120. And I got this from a shop when we were on our journey to Maine. And I don't remember where we got it or what shop, but it is, the label just is coming off. It's made in Italy. It's 94% super, what does this say? Sure woolly virgin wool and 8% polymade. So it's SCHURWOLLE. I don't know if you guys can see that word, but I don't know how to say it. It's 50 grams, 120 meters, so I don't know, about 130 yards. And this is, I think it's just a color number 144. And I haven't looked this up anywhere, but this is a chain spun yarn. It's really beautiful. And I got this yarn to make a project. I think I got like 10 or 12 balls, 6 or 8 of the other. And this is the other color I use. Look how beautiful those are. Aren't those beautiful? And they're really soft. You can feel the wool, but it is super soft. And then here is this one here. And if you've never worked with chain spun yarn before, the fabric is so lightweight when you use it. And I don't know if you know what chain spun means, but you can see that it's spun in a chain, that it's a chain right there. And so yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so there's that. And then I made, I had this yarn in my stash that I'm trying to work through my stash, guys. I'm trying to work through my stash. And I have this yarn called Illusion Double Knitting. And it is just, I had no idea how beautiful this yarn was until I started working with it. I had it in this green and this red, and then I also had it in purple and blue. And I'll show you the shawls that I made and you'll be able to see those other colors. But I had more than I thought. I still have 3 more greens and 3 more reds. And I've already made 2 shawls out of what I had before. And so this is the first one I made. And let me show you from here where it started off with the red, and then it went to, I switched to the green, and then the purple, and then the blue, and then back to the red and the green and the purple. And this is just a corner to corner shawl. You see that? It turned out just, I think, absolutely beautiful. And I used a 6mm hook with this yarn. And yeah. See the back? And I love how this purple is right here at the front. I love how it ended on the purple. So yeah, corner to corner shawls and projects are so terribly simple. Once you get the hang of the stitch, then you are rocking and rolling straight through your project. It just goes so fast. And so this is the second one I made. And I started with the green, and then I went to the red, and I made longer sections of this, and then the purple, and I just had a little bit of blue left, and so I finished with the blue. And let me tell you, I was playing yarn chicken with this one. Sorry, guys. I was playing yarn chicken with this. When I ended this blue, I had like 4 inches of yarn left. I was really having to manipulate those last 2 or 3 stitches with just that little bit of yarn to work with in my hand. But I love how these turned out. I'm not sure who they're going to go to or what I'll do with them. But I think they're beautiful, and I thought you guys would like them also. But yeah, so there's those 2. And then this is a project that it took me quite some time to finish it. And I ran out of yarn towards the end of it. Oh, I forgot to grab the yarn. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back. I got the yarn. And so I ran out of the main color that I was using. But what I used for this was Hobie's Metallico, and it's 70% polyamide, 21% acrylic, and 9% merino wool. And look at that. I had it in this beautiful red color is what I used for the main body of it. And then I trimmed it. I did the bottom trim in this one. But I also have that Metallico in this blue. I just wanted to show y'all. And it is fairly thin. Grab, well, not too thin. Here you go. So this is the Red Velvet Rose Wrap by Expression Fiber Arts. And it's by Chandi Agee, A-G-E-E. I love her tutorials. She's just, if you haven't, I'm gonna link that tutorial, of course, down below, but she has an amazing way of explaining each stitch, and this tutorial was made in 3 different videos, but you have to buy the pattern because she doesn't give you stitch counts, she doesn't give you your starting chain, you don't get any of that information, but you do get a link to buy the pattern. So I did buy the pattern, and so this is what it looks like. It's pretty big. And so the 3 videos, let me show you the rest of it. And so I might have been showing you the back of it. I was, but there's not a lot of difference. The difference is, and I have to block this. Whenever I decide to gift this or sell it or wear it, it's gonna need to be blocked because these stitches are just so beautiful. So we started off with these double crochets on the top, and then we went to these blocks of stitches here. And then we went to these kind of shell looking stitches where they're all together. And then the last video was on the trim, which is this right here. These last, I'm having a hard time showing you guys, these last 2 rows I did with the cream or the champagne color. But I think this just turned out absolutely beautiful. Let me get it on the right way. And it is very big. So it does span my wing, my arms, my, what do you call that, wingspan. It does go, is big enough to go all the way across, and would look beautiful with a shawl pin or something like that. But I had a great time making this. I had to put it down quite a bit and work on something else and come back and go back and forth because it was or is an intricate stitch that you really have to keep count on and pay attention to what you're doing. So it's not something that I can just watch TV while I'm crocheting with. I can listen to an audiobook or something, but I can't be looking up at the TV and back down at my work like I can with the corner to corner. But it's so worth it. It was so rewarding to see this done, and I'm sure that once it's blocked, it's going to be even more beautiful because you'll really be able to see these picots here on this border. See how that is? So yeah, I'm really proud of this piece. I think it turned out absolutely stunning. And that's everything. That's what I have made since last month, February. And I finished these all in, well, I finished the red velvet wrap in February, but the shawls I finished, I made those in the last 2 weeks. Just mindless work so that I could just watch TV or talk on the phone or do whatever. But that's it. That's what I've got. I'm going to film a video of my work in progress, my whips, because I did start quite a few whips this month. So I'm going to show those all to you in the next video or later on. I'm going to film it, but I don't know when it's going to come out. But that is everything. I hope everybody has an absolutely amazing day. Thank you to all my subscribers. Your continued support means so much to me. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for joining our family. I hope everybody enjoyed the content. And if you did, please leave me a big thumbs up and leave a comment. I love reading your comments. I love interacting with you guys. And if anybody ever wants to reach out to me, if you need help with a project or reading a pattern or whatever, my email is always in the description box, so you can always email me. And you guys be good to yourself. Take care of yourself because you deserve it. Thank you, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye.